I wasn't supposed to stay late. Cody made dinner again? Leftovers, probably. His cooking's getting better. He follows recipes now. He sent me a picture of a candle on the table, like that made it romantic. I didn't answer. I told him we were in sprint week. Heavy deployment, I said. Can't leave until Elias clears the pool requests. That was a lie. There was no sprint. No bug, no code freeze. Just Elias. Elias, who doesn't even work in engineering. Elias, who calls me into the conference room after hours without booking it. Elias, who never raises his voice, because he doesn't have to. Everyone listens the first time. Or they don't come back. I'm the intern. I'm 22. I wear jeans too tight for corporate and I know it. I laugh too easily in stand-ups. I use emojis in Slack. But when he says, stay late, I stay. Tonight, he just passed by my desk at 5:57 p.m., dropped a post-it with 2 words. Room D4. 10 minutes. I didn't ask questions. Now it's 16:14. The office is quiet, empty, except for me and him. He's standing across the room. No laptop, no meeting agenda, just a bottle of water, and that same button-down shirt he wears like a second skin. Blue today. No tie. I hover in the doorway like an idiot, unsure if I'm early or already in trouble. Close the door, he says. I do. Glass walls, no blinds, open to the floor. But it's late. No one's here, supposedly. He walks to the long table, taps a finger against the wood. Kneel. My throat tightens. I step forward. My shoes make no sound. The floor is cold. I kneel under the table. Familiar. Not new. My palms pressed to the ground like I'm praying. I'm not. Take it out, he says. I reach. Unzip. He keeps talking, like this is a meeting, like we're sensing cross-functional OKRs. We're rolling out the new landing page Monday. Copy needs to be tighter. No fluff. No personality. He places a hand on the back of my head. Slow, steady pressure. Not pushing. Unlike you, he adds. I swallow. The table above me creaks slightly as I shift my knees. I hear his voice above me, calm, even bored. You're wearing the hoodie again. The soft one. He likes when you're soft, doesn't he? I don't answer. He grips the back of my neck. I asked you something? Yes. What? I whisper. What? Yes, sir. Good boy. The elevator dings. I freeze. He doesn't. I hear footsteps. A second pair. Getting closer. Elias doesn't move his hand. His voice doesn't change. Do not get up. My breath sticks in my throat. The glass door opens behind me, and I hear a voice I know too well. Hey, babe. Cody, holding a charger, and take out. Hey, babe. His voice was so light, friendly, clueless. Cody's footsteps approached the glass door before I even had time to breathe. I stayed still. Elias's hand was still on the back of my neck, thumb idly tracing a circle just below my hairline, like he was petting something obedient. Room D4, right? Cody said, half laughing as the door opened behind me. You left your charger again, and I figured I'd. He stopped talking. The silence was a blade, thin, sharp. I could hear the rustle of the paper take-out bag in his hand, the shift in his weight as he saw us. Or maybe he didn't see me at first. Maybe he just saw Elias, standing behind the table, half in shadow. Then he saw the shape of me, my knees, my head lowered, my hands. River? His voice cracked on the second syllable. I didn't answer. Couldn't. Elias finally lifted his hand from my neck and turned, slowly, politely, like he'd just been interrupted during a client call. Evening, he said. Cody didn't reply. I imagined his face. Eyes wide, mouth slightly open, the half-smile stuck somewhere between greeting and devastation. Cody started. I didn't realize you were in a meeting. Elias smiled. That cruel, amused little smile he only gave when things went exactly how he wanted. It's an informal one, he said. Would you like to sit in? Cody blinked. Sit in. Yes. Stay. You're already here? I could feel Cody's hesitation. The shifting silence. He hadn't moved. Elias turned back toward me. River, don't move. I couldn't. Cody's voice was quieter now. What the fuck is going on? Elias gestured to the chair across the table, the one directly facing where I was kneeling. Sit, he said again, as if it were the most natural thing in the world. Might be easier than standing. Cody looked down. What is he doing? Elias didn't answer. He waited, and then, slowly, one foot scraping against the floor, Cody walked around the table. His sneakers passed just inches from my face. I didn't lift my head. I couldn't look at him. Couldn't see what he saw. He sat. The chair creaked under his weight. I felt it settle through the floor like a pressure system. River, Cody said, voice fragile. Why are you? What is this? I tried to speak. Nothing came out. Elias leaned back against the table, folding his arms. You know, he said to Cody, your boyfriend's very talented. But I'm sure you knew that. Cody snapped. His voice cracked again. Stop talking to me like this is normal. Isn't it? Elias raised an eyebrow. He came willingly. Again. And again. Cody's breath hitched. River, he said, almost begging now. Get up, please. Elias didn't look at me. He didn't have to. Don't, he said. I didn't, because I couldn't tell who I'd hurt more by obeying. And that's when Cody knew. He really saw it. I stayed. The smell hit me first. Sesame chicken, soy, jasmine rice. I hadn't eaten since noon, but hunger wasn't what twisted in my stomach. The takeout bag was still in Cody's lap, forgotten. Or maybe he just didn't know where else to put it. He was staring at me. He hadn't said anything in nearly a minute. Elias broke the silence first. Your boyfriend brought you dinner, he said to me. That's sweet. His voice was clean, conversational, too even. Cody's hands were trembling. I could see them from under the table, tucked against the crumpled paper bag, gripping it like it was the only thing anchoring him here. What the fuck is this? He said finally. Elias didn't answer. He walked around the side of the table, slow and precise, like a teacher strolling between desks. I imagine you're feeling a bit disoriented, he said to Cody. That's natural. Most people don't get to see what their partner looks like when they stop pretending. Cody's face cracked. Confusion, then rage. You think I don't know him? I think you know who he is at home. Elias replied. Not who he is when he's on his knees. Cody looked at me, hard. Is that true? I wanted to say no. I wanted to say a million things, but nothing came out. Elias watched the silence like it was a script he'd written. Tell him what you said to me last week, River, he said. The last time you were under this table. I couldn't breathe. Go ahead, he said, louder now. He deserves to know. I whispered it. I said I wanted you to leave bruises. Cody went pale. Loader, Elias said. My voice shook. I said I wanted him to leave bruises. Cody flinched like he'd been slapped. You told me you didn't like pain, he said. I don't, I tried. But Elias cut in. No. You don't like pain when it's meaningless, when it's soft, when it's coming from someone who asks permission. He leaned down. Eye level with Cody. You like love. River likes control. Cody looked like he might cry or scream, but he didn't do either. He just sat there, lips parted, silent. Elias walked behind me again, placed his hand on the back of my head. Would you like to see what that looks like? He asked Cody. Real control. Don't, Cody said. Stop it. Or stay, Elias said. Learn something. Cody's knuckles were white and still. He didn't move. He stayed. And I didn't get up. Not because Elias told me not to, because I didn't want to, and Cody knew. The lights in the conference room buzzed softly above us, humming like a wire about to snap. Elias leaned against the edge of the table, perfectly still, like he was giving a TED talk on betrayal. His hands were folded in front of him. No malice, just control. Let's start from the beginning, he said to Cody. Cody didn't answer. Elias continued anyway. He messaged me first, he said, tone conversational. Well, not directly. He left a little comment on a code review. Snarky, submissive. I knew then. He looked down at me. He wanted someone to tell him what he was. Cody let out a small, sharp breath, almost a laugh, but bitter. You think that means something? Cody said. You think that gives you the right? Elias turned to him, calm. I didn't take anything, he said. I revealed it. Cody's voice cracked. You're disgusting. Elias smiled. He said the same thing. At first, I winced. You remember, don't you, River? Elias asked me, his voice suddenly intimate again. The first time I touched you. In the stairwell, you said no. But your body, your eyes, your mouth. They said yes. Cody stood. Shut the fuck up. Elias didn't flinch. You're angry because it's working, he said. Cody's hands were shaking. You're angry because you're still sitting here, because part of you wants to know how far it goes. Cody's lip trembled. You're wrong. Then leave, Elias said simply. The challenge hung there like smoke. Cody didn't move. He sat back down. And that was the real betrayal. I felt it in my chest like a knife between ribs. Cody looked at me. Tell me he's lying. My mouth opened, but nothing came out. Elias stepped behind me, rested one hand on my shoulder. He asked me not to use lube the first time, he said. Said he wanted to feel everything. Cody recoiled like he'd been punched. I can keep going, Elias added. Don't, Cody said. But it was barely a whisper. I wanted to run, or disappear, or die, but I stayed. Because Elias was right. Cody looked at me again, broken this time. I thought you loved me, he said. I almost said I did, but then Elias leaned in, mouth by my ear. Tell him what you said the last time you kissed him. I squeezed my eyes shut. Tell him, Elias repeated. My voice was barely a sound. I was thinking about you, and just like that, Cody stopped crying. Because there was nothing left to cry about. Cody sat perfectly still, no blinking, no blinking. Like if he moved, he'd come apart at the seams. I wanted to touch him, but I was still on my knees, and Elias hadn't said I could move. I should go, Cody said finally, barely above a breath. Elias nodded. Then go. He didn't. His fingers curled into fists, and the paper bag of takeout finally slipped from his lap, and hit the floor with a soft, pitiful thud. Rice leaked out of the corner. Cody repeated, "I should leave." "But you won't," Elias said. "Not yet." He walked around the table again. His shoes were polished, quiet. He moved like the world belonged to him. "You want to know what you are?" he asked Cody. Cody looked up, red-eyed. "You're not angry," Elias said. "You're jealous." Cody flinched. "You see him like this, and you think it's disgusting. But part of you wonders what it would feel like to be wanted like that." "I don't." Cody started, but Elias cut him off with a finger in the air. "Don't lie. Not in here." Elias turned to me. "Take your shirt off." I hesitated. "Do it," he said. "Now." I pulled the hem of my hoodie up slowly. My hands shook. I peeled it off, then the T-shirt beneath. My chest was bare. Cold air prickled across my skin. I felt small, stupid, seen. Cody looked away. "No," Elias said, voice sharp. "Look at him." Cody hesitated. "Don't look away." Elias said again, quieter this time. "You owe him that." Cody turned his head back. His eyes met mine. I'd never seen that look on him before. He didn't hate me. He pitied me. And somehow that was worse. Elias stepped in closer, behind me now. "Tell him the truth," he said. I swallowed hard. "I needed this," I said. "No," Elias said. "Say it right." I looked up at Cody. "I wanted to be used." He blinked. "And I wanted him to see it," I added, voice shaking. Cody exhaled. His entire body sagged, like something inside him had been wrung out and left empty. "Why?" he asked. That was the only word left, the only question he hadn't answered himself. I didn't speak. I didn't need to. The look on my face was enough, because I wanted to break something beautiful, and I wanted to be there when it happened. No one spoke for a long time. The air was heavy with sweat, shame, and something else, something raw and awful, like a secret carved into skin. Elias stepped back from me, adjusted the cuffs of his shirt like we'd just wrapped a quarterly meeting. His breathing was steady, controlled. Mine wasn't. I pulled my shirt back on slowly. My hoodie. My hands moved automatically, like they didn't belong to me. Cody sat across from me, wrecked. He hadn't moved since I said it. I wanted him to see. I watched his eyes. I wanted him to yell. I wanted him to cry. I wanted him to say something sharp enough to kill this version of me so I could crawl back into the old one. But he didn't. He just sat there. And in that silence, Elias straightened his back, gave me one final look, and said, "You're dismissed." I stood, not because I had to, because I had nothing else to do. I walked to the door. My legs felt hollow. I could still feel the carpet imprinting itself on my knees. My hand hovered over the handle. I turned to Cody. "I didn't ask to be forgiven," I said. He didn't answer, so I opened the door, stepped into the hallway. Bright lights, empty floors. The sound of the elevator in the distance, and I walked away, not proud, not broken, just honest.